What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of my 100% live Newcastle United Football Manager 2017 Let's Play. So, guys, if you would like me to upload this every single day, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video up until FIFA 18 is out, because I'm really getting into this now, especially the start of a new season. When you're going through the preseason, making transfers, you get really excited just to see how you're going to go for the season, to use your new players, and that's probably my most favorite part of Football Manager in a season. Let me know what's your most favorite part, or just in general, because it could be longer term goals as well. But yeah, I think that's the most I suppose the thing I look forward to the most, building a squad and improving it every season. So I would consider it a failure if I don't do that, but I think we have improved the team. Just to update you, if you didn't check out the last episode, I understand if you don't watch every single minute and every single second of these, because yeah, they're long episodes. But anyway, guys, you can see that we got rid a lot of deadwood. I'm really happy with that. Like, it's not for much money, but just to get them out of there, pretty much, because it was such a struggle. And changing the topic, I told you what I love the most. What I hate the most in Football Manager is when you just can't sell players, even for a cheap price. But yeah, I'm really happy with the signings we brought in. We sold some defensive players. The biggest one, obviously, Chancel and Mbemba, and yeah, went through the motions of that. We sold him for more than he expected. He really undervalued himself, but I don't know. Again, like I mentioned in the previous video, it could have been the case where PSG, they do have a lot of money, so they're willing to splash the cash. So yeah, 27 million. I think for what he did for us last season, I think that's good. So yeah, I always get a bit wary when selling players, and what, like, you guys, yeah, watching, you'll think if I sell a player, yeah, what's your opinions on it? But anyway, guys, I think our replacements are very good. I'm happy with the loans. Of course, you get the loan fee in there, so we're not going to be paying too much. And I think we get in some decent players, mix of experience and young, well, I'd say young Callum Chambers. But he's still 22. It's when you'd expect him to come into the first team. But anyway, guys, the situation is, we're going to see what happens with Riyad Mahrez. He should be joining because the contract was accepted, everything like that. Or it should be accepted when I put the offer in, it was, so it should go through. And we're going to have some money, and we're just going to look at, because if you go to the registration, we can check it out. We've got the Premier League there. So we could sign a couple more players, but yeah, I wonder what the situation is going to be. Like, even Daryl Murphy, I'm going to try. What do I do with him? That's the question. If I release him on a free, we're still going to pay him $1 million. Like, I think we're just going to put him, if we can't sell him, because we're just trying to let him go for anything right now, I'd honestly, yeah, put zero asking price. And if anyone wants to sign him on a free, if no one comes in, I'll just leave it as is, and then I'll just put him in the under 23s. So guys, we've got Jack Colback, so we could end up making a few more signings and just deals in terms of players going out. So yeah, we'll just leave that for now, and we will see if more bids come in. I don't know. We'll wait a couple of days and then yeah, offer them out. We still got time. So yeah, there you go. Riyad Mahrez signing for 19 million, which I think is a bargain. You're able to get players for bargains. Yeah, when they get relegated, their team gets relegated. So yeah, Mahrez, I used him in FM17. I did say with Lazio, yeah, he was a good player. So I expect more of the same. No, definitely is Premier League quality. So we've made a couple moves for players that have been relegated in their teams. So I think we've taken advantage of that well. But our balance is looking really good now. So yeah, I got to keep it in mind. Do I have to spend all the money, because I've put ourselves in a really good financial position for the season? So yeah, we're just going to see that through. He's set to sign. Yeah, we confirmed the deal, and let's just see. I want to just see the transfer budget and the wage budget. What is it looking like? I'm just considering what to do now in terms of that money. Okay, Marseille, I'm pretty happy that we didn't lose against them. We were able. Did anyone score for us? Okay, so I was wondering, I get disappointed when we just get our own goal. I want one of our own players to score, but Sebastian Courtier. So yeah, I told you about how we can check out the goals and this skin. You can't click on the actual time. But guys, I think it's not really a frustrating way anyway. We go and view on goals, and if you want to click on a certain one, just take a look at this now. So I like that we got an equalizer, as you can see here. We'll just click on that. See, 69th minute, Sebastian Corchia, defender. Good to see him score in a competitive game. Well, against a competitive team. No, it's not a competitive game. It's a friendly. But against a good team that's arguably better than ours. So let's just see how this goal came about here. Haidara making the... Ooh, Haidara is a big one as well. He came back from on loan. So... we'll see about him as well. Danny Ings get the assist as well. Corchia in the striker position. Where did he come from? But again, that's with the setup. I'll go through the tactics as well before we get into the competitive games. But who's Bryce Samba? Yeah, I thought he was a younger kind of goalkeeper, but he's nothing special. Anyway, guys, so that is a good performance. I don't want to say it's a good result. It's not a result. It's just a friendly game. But yeah, the performance in that friendly game, I am happy. Look, the overall balance just changed. See, that's what I mean. You got to be careful. You don't want to spend it all. But that's because he just that went through now. That's why I just said I want to wait till he joins so the finances get sorted. But we got massive wage budget. You're probably thinking that we could add more to the transfer budget, maybe make it about 26 million. And yeah, that's fair. See, I get it balanced right generally on the first guess how much it would be, how much I want it. But anyway, yeah, Mahrez, like that's an excellent signing, I think, compared to the rest we have, at least our permanent signings. And yeah, he's going to fit in that inside forward on the right side perfectly. Absolutely love that. His decision making is not. It will be nice if you can train your decision making, but you can't really. And I think that's an attribute that can't be trained so much. Decision-making is really natural. So that's why you never see that attribute improve massively apart from when you're a young player because, of course, your decision-making can improve. But say when you're a 25-year-old, it's not going to improve much. You know what I mean? So in terms of his additional focus, I think I'm going to work on his finishing. That should work. Just get in positions to score. So, yeah, happy with that. But we can see we could probably go for one more big player. Just it depends what other deals go through. You know what I mean? Like Adam Armstrong, I think he's just not quite up to it. But I want to give him a chance, you know. That's the thing. Dwight Gale hasn't played the friendlies because he's been playing for a national team. He's been doing all right. So, yeah. He had an interesting season. He was kind of up and down player last season for us. He had some good moments, but then he went through patches really bad, but he still managed to score 9 goals in the league, which is okay. Nothing special, but yeah, anyway, like I said, Jack Colback now, I'm just going to offer him to clubs. Might as well just go 5 million just below his value. That's what you generally, I was hoping for a bit more, but you generally have to sell them for around the same price or slightly under. So I'm just looking at other players that are either wanted. See, Adam Armstrong, we have him listed for loan. I think he could, I'm going to take him off the loan list. I don't see the teams that want him for loan, but I'm still going to put, no status set. He's still a hot prospect. I'm not going to change that until he really requests to be that change. But see, this is what I mean. Look at his current ability. I'm not sure if that's I'd say he's championship. I wouldn't say he's just League One. That's what I mean. Like, he's probably not Premier League quality right now. Mental a bit low. See, I see finishing is 14. That's not too bad. And he's pretty quick. So I think he could do well with some cup games. That's what I'm just thinking in my head. So Jack Colback, we offered him out. And then Gustavo Gomez. Okay, like, I talked about his morale, but his morale is good now. She's transfer listed by request. Then Dummett, he's an interesting one. Like, I don't want to sell him, but he's wanted. So what I'm thinking here is a midfielder, another central midfielder. Because even we talk about trying to sell Colback, but then Ben Pearson, Aqua, guys we've signed. But that's last season when there wasn't. Aqua I'd probably still consider signing him if I didn't, because he's got some nice of those blue attributes there. But yeah, I really think we need like a central midfield that's more defensive and really strong defensive. So what I was going to, like players that came back from loan last season. See, look how small it is now because you released all those guys that, not good enough and ran out of their contracts. So that helps. Haidara, how did he go last season? Okay, not too bad. But I wouldn't say he's amazing. And has he got any interest? There's slight interest. I think we'll take off loan. Yeah, again, take off loan. Put him as backup and see how he goes. We'll put him to the first team because we would have to register him. So, yeah, we'll add him there. Registration, for now at least. Who knows how it's going to pan out? Callum Chambers, we're going to see. Oh, yeah, Chambers. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. I'm just realizing maybe we can't actually, sign and... well, yeah, if we... In my mind, we have to sell someone. So Jack Colback, yeah, because we're not going to choose him. So we got to... Oh, Mark. Who don't I want selected? Yeah, Daryl... it's going to be okay. There's too many ones I don't... And De Jong. Okay. So see, then he goes back to the reserves. So then we can add Mahrez, and we're just going to do that. So, and then Ben Mee as well. There we go. So then, yeah, 25. So we've got to consider who won't be, because someone has to not be selected out of these, you know? So, who? Maybe we don't need more than one left, because we have too many, because Ben Mee can play left back now, so maybe it's time to take advantage of someone like Haidar. Oh, it's tough. I'm going to put him into under 23. It's tough decisions because we've got money. In a way, we've got too many players in the first team. So, yeah. Just on registration, yeah, we took Daryl Murphy. And yeah, Adam Armstrong doesn't have to be registered. Yeah, Daryl Murphy, he's just going to be put into the under-23 squad right now. But yeah, regardless of that, we'll work that all out, I think. But yeah, I think we've got our squad right now, and we'll go for one big central midfield signing. But see, there's no... I wouldn't say no one, but there's Renato Augusto, who I've always liked, and he's on big wages anyway, so he wouldn't want to drop too much. But there's no... There's Paulino, and we'll probably have to, but he's not amazing. Axel Witsel, but then he's on 300k. He's going to be happy. He's not wow. He's a solid player, but 300k. There's just this is it. How about if we click on defensive midfielder though? There's not too many other options. That's what I mean. We've got this money maybe to bring in a big player, but they just wouldn't want to come to join us. For example, if we take off realistic transfers, look at all them. But yeah, like it will just be a waste of time, and we'll have to offer them too much more. There might even be a slight chance to accept, but like I said, they will cost too much. And yeah, the central midfielder, like try to look for someone, and I don't want to be. How about Sissoko? No. How about Warren? Why are they all in Chinese teams on big money? I think it's over-exaggerated in the game, don't you think? Sure, yeah, players go to Chinese teams, but it's so many players in this save. And I guess in all saves will be like that. But anyway, I don't want to take too. I'm just going to continue right now, and we're going to see how things play out. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to accept this because I just want to let him go. We may not get any other offers. It's not actually... We need more money for him. How about 4.8 million? Suggest terms. Okay, it's acceptable. Yeah, we'll take the additional clause. That's not too much. So obviously Mahrez was our big signing. And do they have... I already rated them for Ndidi, so I'm like, who else? But... And I can't go for a long-term loan. We did that last episode. We got our 3 and we couldn't get more than that for long-term loans. Sorry, 2. I just saw we have 3. Yeah, 2 domestic long-term loans. Callum Chambers and Danny Ings. So yeah, guys, that's why we ended up signing players like Pearson and Aqua, because you look at other options and you got John Obi McCall. He's at all the highest value ones are there. So what I'm probably going to try and do, we'll look at the tactics, like looking for a playmaker, advanced playmaker or deep line playmaker. We'll try and look for that, and we'll see, because we have the money. So I think I'm going to a deep line playmaker that's good defensively. So maybe at least 14, and then how about if we choose 9 out of 10? And well, there you go. Johnny McCall is there. But Danny Drinkwater, came across him before as well. Defoe, Tom Rogich. Hey, he doesn't look too bad. Like, I don't want to be biased because he's Australian, but his attributes actually look okay. Look at a few blue ones. Long shots, always dangerous. And Yeah, he's really, if you go to the tactics, look, good on both feet, some nice traits as well. Like, that is not just, look, I'm trying to be as, best I can in terms of judging him, and not just because he's Australian and he used to play for the team. Well, I say used to play, he played a few games for Melbourne Victory, the team I support in Australia, but he's actually decent and he'll be cheap. So let's just see the report on him, and I'll compare like I normally would as well. But he is good. Director of football. We do need another scout though, because one, I'm pretty sure, one we let go, or he left. We didn't renew his contract, so we might as well go ahead and do that. Judging player ability. Okay. Paul Mitch. I like to go to a guy that's not signed and his experience in England with some teams. There's some good teams as well in Tottenham and Southampton, so experienced in terms of scouting in the last few years in the Premier League. So we're going to approach Paul and we're going to give him 6K. We've got to put him as a scout. He might prefer chief scout, but we just need a general scout right now. And I really wants the chief scout. Okay, we're going to try and work this. We'll try and work with him. 6.5K and scout. Maybe we're going to have to give him what he wants and then just a normal scout role. Suggest terms. No, like, what's the difference? Like, it's just, you're going to be doing scouting. It's like, okay, 7K then. What? Oh my God. This is annoying. This is something I know they're different roles in a way, but still essentially it's a scout. Like, what? I'll do 7.5K. I don't want to offer you too, like to me, a scout is a lesser role than a chief scout. Chief scout, I think they'll do a bit more. So I thought he would be actually cheaper, but he actually wants more for I see it as a lesser role anyway. But anyway, guys, not too much more, but we eventually sorted out that deal. So yeah, getting a few things done before the rest of the friendlies we get through. But yeah, even the report backs it up. It's no interest on loan, which to me that doesn't even matter. I want to sign him, not loan. Determined. Injury. Yeah. Injury prone is probably the only thing, but it's only fairly. It's not like real. I think he's manageable. Like, if we go last season, he still played 28 games for Celtic. So it's not like he missed the whole season. Or started, 27 games, 9 continental games, then 13 internationals. So yeah, he played a lot of the season, wouldn't have had major injuries again. If we go to injuries, and you can see he got a cold essentially, and then a bruised head. So, and that was a real life. I'm surprised. Yeah, like, he's probably had a few other niggles that have not been added, in real life injuries. So obviously the hip injury, the big one. Like, I don't think he should have been injury prone just because of that. But in the past, maybe a bit of troubles, just like a few little niggles here and there. I've got to be careful saying that. But anyway, guys, that's the point. He's a good player. I wouldn't say he's injury prone. Yeah, it's something got to keep in mind. And he'd be cheap. That is the thing. I'd want to go for someone who'd be a bit more expensive. That would be like a premier, like best top 4 quality, but they just wouldn't want to join. And he's going to be a good signing. He's going to improve a little bit more, not majorly, 24. And I think, he's going to be good. He's going to be good for us. And of course, I'm going to be a bit excited about him. Okay, because I'm Australian, obviously. 5 million, the minimum. So let's see how I might as well take advantage of what I've said. You'll probably see, however long I do this save, this is probably how I'm going to go. We'll add some after league appearances, 50, which won't be this season at all. Because, there's not even 50 games in the league. So that's all good. We'll do 5 million on top of that. And let's see how that goes. Or maybe 4. Because then it's 6.5. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So just terms. Okay. See, they probably do want a bit more up front. So we've got to be careful. Put 3 million. And add a bit more. How about 3 million and 5 million? Because that will be only 3 million up front. And then 5 million over 50 games. 8 million, good chance to get accepted, and it does. So happy with that. Just 3 million up front for Tom Rogich. Yeah, it probably is easy to say because he is Australian and I'm Australian. It's like biased, but judging off his report, it's not. He's a good Premier League player. So because sometimes I get that. There's not too many Australian players that's good enough to sign for the Premier League. So you got to be Got to keep that in mind. But also the bargain, because also he plays for Celtic, Scottish Premiership, is not going to be really, really highly valued, and maybe his nationality takes that into account anyway. But yeah, hopefully, he'll be a good signing. And his biggest negative, his biggest con was he's injury prone, but I don't think he is actually that injury prone. Like I said, just a few little injuries he may have picked up that didn't show there in real life, like his that 11th month one. But yeah, like I said, a few little niggles, and yeah, we can offer him the contract now. We'll do first team, and he should be. I think he'll be happy with that, but yeah, we're just going to see how much he's on. 15K right now. What did his report say? So we can kind of compare that. How much he'll want. Wage demand, 20, okay. 24 is the minimum. So we can initially put 24K and then sign-on fee. We don't have to do too much there, maybe 250K and 250K. Put that in, and contract length. 1 more year than he's on currently, I think. That'll be a good balance. That'll be a good amount. And goal bonus, maybe we'll add about 9K. An appearance fee, maybe put that about 15K. And then obviously unused sub. He's a guy, that's what I take into account. Like if they're a more defensive player, yeah, lower chance. But if they're like a midfielder or attacking player, yeah, definitely we'll put the unused sub in there because they'll come on a lot. And again, team of the year bonus, you know my stance on that with Newcastle United. We'll add that in. Premier League. Obviously I would love to win the Premier League, but you can't see that happening. So we'll suggest the terms in there. Oh, okay. No, he wants a bit more. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. A sell-on fee percentage. Again, I might as well leave it in then, these release clause, because, yeah, will that happen within this season? Probably not. So, yeah, we'll leave them there because they'll like that. Hopefully, we'll lower the sign-on fee to 500K, then maybe increase agent fee by 200K. Get that balanced, and maybe 32.5. Can we add something else? Even qualifying for the Champions League. Would we finish top 4? Again, that would be... We'll have to have a massive season without a doubt. Maybe landmark goal bonus. If he scores 15 goals, we'll give him 900K. Actually, I'm going to put that 10 as well. How long will it take him to score 10 goals in the season? We'll have to see. And if he does, oh, yeah, be a great signing. So suggest terms, and that does get accepted. So we'll go ahead, finalize the deal. We'll bring young Tom into the squad, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that deal, you know. And again, I'm really thinking I won't discuss transfer stories that will make the rumors even more. But yeah, guys, like I said, if Colback goes out, Rogich comes in for not too much more really. So yeah, I'll be happy with that deal if we can get it done. Then we've got the squad to be decided. So Colback, he's not registered. See, that's what I mean. Someone else we will have to take out because it's 25-25. Say, just pretend he was a Rogich. We can't add him. So that's what we've got to think right now. There's Mitrovic, Gale, Ings, Perez, Kearney, Shelby, Corsia, Hayden. We'll have in. Like, I think it's either we try and sell Dummett or Hadara. I think Dummett is a bit of a better player. It's hard to say though. Like I feel Dummett is more well-rounded in his attributes. Like he's got a few higher ones there, I think. But then Ndidi is. Who would I get? Not sorry, Ndidi. Haidara. He's quicker. How about tackling ability? Marking 14, tackling 14. Then Dummett. Marking. They're just so close in their ability. His value is 3.9 and Haidara is 4.1. Who could probably improve a little bit more. But he's a good player for most championship sides right now. That's all I can only judge off that. And Dummett, he's a decent player for the Premier League, so he's a better quality. So at this point in time, we will have to take out Haidara. Because, we'll have to have a position, essentially, to add Rogich. So that's what we're going to do now. Who knows how else it's going to pan out. Remy, we'll just remove him from the short list. But before I forget, De Jong. Does anyone want... No one actually wants him. How does that feel? We'll put 6 million out for him. we'll see what else. But yeah, I'm definitely not concerned about that because ideally I thought, yeah, we could put Haidara in, but I guess he is just going to stay in the reserves for now. So yeah, but as a whole, that squad looks good, I think. But I'm still, yeah, I feel like the centre mids it's hard to get amazing one in for the reason I said already, you know, because we're Newcastle United. Colback, we're not going to play you. So it's either that or nothing. You're not needed. So we're going to put you in the under-23 squad. You're not going to be registered for the season. So yeah, it's like your choice. Do you want more money and not play? I'm not sure if that's the best decision for his career. And look at this. We are predicted to finish 11th, but look at like the difference in the odds from Newcastle to Crystal Palace. So, yeah, that's the kind of season we are tipped for. So Mitchell is going to sign, yeah, Paul Mitchell, the scout. He's only 35 as well. So he did start scouting pretty young. So Arsenal sign Icardi, big signing for them. Fabianski, no offers for De Jong. Can I tell him, like, go? No, we don't want you here. Like, say the option where we're not going to register you. Why can't I do that? Where is it? Okay. We'll offer 5.5 and see if, like, oh man, I just want to sell him. You know the feeling? Like I mentioned earlier, that is probably one of the most frustrating things in Football Manager. You just want to sell a guy and surely some team wants him. So Rajkovic, Rob Elliott. We'll just won't select one for Rob Elliott and then just give Tim Krul maybe his 21 or 13. Give 13 to goalkeeper. So I'm just thinking for a second. Callum Chambers, yeah, give him number 2. Ben Mee, give him number 4. No, wait, there was Dummett. Ben Mee. I clicked on the wrong one. Number 5. But wait, I just want to go back for a second. Respond. Can I... don't worry. Yeah, Ben Mee will give number 5. Gustavo Gomez... Because, yeah, Gustavo Gomez only a loan. Give him the number 3. The defensive players. We'll just give what, yeah. See, that's what I mean, the limits. So we're just going to go through and choose whatever now. Mahrez, 20. We may, yeah, just Adam Armstrong, 21. Danny Ings, 23. I know there could be more better numbers for players, but again, don't worry, they're just numbers. They should be all right. We will see how that goes. Well, they're numbers. Not too important. But think he's done enough to earn this. Definitely. What a terrible decision this could be. Yeah, a bit of mix. Good to see that discussion. But yeah, I think he's going to be, yeah, he's set the signs. So there's the numbers. See, yeah, I changed the number. Oh, see, that's why, if you're wondering why I went back, I thought was dumb at number 3. But again, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're lower numbers. That's what you want for the defenders anyway. Rogich. So he's in. That is good. Zach Carter's injured. Small injury. That's all right. De Jong. Oh, my God. Offer. Make offers. Come on. And there we go. It goes through. Tom Rogich. Come on. Now we just have to register him. Ooh, Barcelona signed Nasri. Not sure about that signing for them. Wouldn't say he's Barcelona quality. But, yeah, there we go. See, that disappeared. It doesn't say it anymore. It's only, yeah, work on his stamina, which is fair enough. Maybe that's what the scout thought. Maybe they... Because obviously it's just a scout report. So it's like maybe he assumed he was injury prone because his stamina was low. So maybe he's not actually injury prone. So we'll go central mid and then we'll go deep line playmaker for him. Just a train on that. But yeah, look at that. The long shots, first touch, solid pass, very good vision. So a lot of those blue attributes, I didn't see them in some other players. So for example, that many, and then we just if we clear this again, we just clear and then say, okay, central mid and even Witsel. So, for example, he's got a few. So, he's a similar quality to those types. And Paulino, he doesn't even have too many of those blues. So, yeah, Tom Rogich, he's a good player. I think that'll be a good signing for us. So, it's like we don't really need to bring in someone else. So, it's good to have that money because you don't know how that's going to play out. So, Rogich, and there we go. That's all we can do. So, under 21s. So, no one unregistered here anyway. Confirmed selection. I'm pretty happy with that squad as a whole, I think. Like, we've got more money, but we can't really... I think that's a good amount to keep in the bank. The transfer budget we have and the wage budget. Yep. I'm happy with that. So we just... Yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah, definitely. Well, he asked the question. I'll say no. I don't really think he's Barcelona quality. So, yeah, working on what we're going to do now is just team cohesion a little bit before the start of the season and some teamwork. I probably like thinking about that. Oh, maybe I should have done that a little bit earlier, but nah, we will be all right with that. And yeah, a week until the next friendly, Gay said, and we should be able to get a good win there to pump us up for the upcoming season. So, hey, and we're just going to accept this because I know it's not much money. Wait. Yeah, it's non-negotiable, even the fee. So let's just say he's currently unsettled, or we just want to let him go because yeah, he doesn't really fit into the team, I'd say, and get what money we can for him. It's a probably good deal if they want him cheap. But yeah, we just want to get him out of there because yeah, he's not part of the first team, and we'll let go of his wages. So that's going to add to our budgets as well. Maybe, yeah, get us like that 100K or something like that. But yeah, like I said, anyway, we're not really going to need another signing at this point unless we sell someone. Unless we get a big offer for a guy that will be part of the first team. Yeah, we're just going to leave it as is. And then Gates said, we'll just work on attacking movement because as a team, we're going to try and attack, hopefully. And yeah, we get the win. That's what we will be looking for here. Haidara, see, that will make me happier now. It's like, yep, he's going to have another, needs to regain. Why is the only other option? Did I transfer list him or something? If I did, sorry. No. So why wasn't there option to get more experience? Maybe because he's 24, but I still see progression in him. So, yeah, I just feel better about that now. He's going to have a season on loan and they're paying a little bit of the wages, better than nothing. So, yeah, that makes that decision make a bit more sense. We probably weren't going to get a loan offer for Dummett. We'd probably have to sell him permanently. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's actually worked out now. Rajkovic, we'll worry about, what's his contract? I think we'll worry about that later. He's still got two more years. So, yeah, we'll leave that. Let's just see, yeah, we just ideally wanted to get into the game against Everton, but we'll see. So maybe, yeah, this video will end up being a bit longer, but yeah, I think I would like to get into the first Premier League game of the season. So we get up for that this episode, take a look at all the different deals. There's so many to look at there, some very, very big ones. Take a look at that. Some big moves to the Premier League, especially, yeah, from the La Liga in Laporte and Koke from Athletic and Atletico. Lasala's 3 to 5 days, not ideal. Mitrovic injured. Why are they injuring each other? Bruised head. What was he doing? Got to question that. But at least it's not a long permanent injury, which is a good thing. He'll still be ready for the Premier League game, hopefully. Mitrovic is going to need to have a big season as well, but there's going to be competition for his position. So we'll just see what's their problem. But how many? There's some first, like, I got to see what they're complaining about exactly with like the training. The high amount of extra training. Okay, maybe if I it's only on medium though, only on average. What are they complaining about though? I'm not sure. Maybe I've got to change this a little bit. Got to experiment. Like, I don't know, because I don't think we're not working them too hard. So Zach Carter's progression. How good does that look always on a youth player? It looks amazing when the arrows are just going up. Very, very nice. How about for Errington? Are they? A little bit. There's a few, not too many. Then the other one in Bob Wood. He's the opposite. So that's a bit disappointing. Only his positioning is going up. So obviously he's not having the best time in training currently. But we do have Zach Carter looking the goods, and that's what we need for him because his potential is good, but I feel his attributes weren't as good as Errington. Of course, they're different positions, but yeah, look, long shots gone directly up. So he's having a very, very good development right now. It's good to see. And actually, if we go to development and tutoring, could there be an ideal candidate for him? Mahrez? You got Mahrez and you got Kearney. I think he's a standout, like the best player out of those. So we'll see. Of course, Zach Carter. Hopefully that will be all right. Yep. But it's a big role for Riyad Mahrez because he just joined the club. But yeah, he was easily the best player out of those. Yeah, we're not really looking at other signings right now. So I'm pretty happy with the deals we made and to have, like I said, the budgets we have, transfer budget, wage budget, looking pretty solid. With some deals that might go through. Because this guy, he's not like high quality. It's just he'll get first team football, so I don't mind them not paying wages. So I'll accept that because it's more focused on his development. But he doesn't have high potential anyway, so you got to think about that. You might end up selling him because would you just want to keep him for a couple more years? Well, like 2.5 more years. And we know he's not going to be good enough. That guy you probably try and sell, but could you sell him? That's the question. Or just try and train him up to the highest ability you can be, then try and make the move. So choose the Newcastle United, Newcastle United captain for the season. I think we're going to leave this as is. He's the current captain, Paul Dummett, and I'm pretty happy to leave it like that right now. Though Tom Kearney, I think maybe in a coming up season, he could put his hand up. I think he'll be like the next in line. Might as well sort this out in terms of captains. As you can see, we'll delete those. And then I think, where is he? Yeah, Tom Kearney. I'll put him there. And I think Ben Mee got a bit of experience, even though he just joined Gustavez. There you go. Gustavo Gomez. That's like his first name and second name mixed together. And then, John Joe Shelby. Yeah, we'll put those in. Maybe Hayden, just in case those players. I like to have maybe like 6 backups, something like that. But anyway, that should definitely be enough. And why is he complaining about the workload? You, as a young player, like, you shouldn't be complaining. You want, especially when you don't have that potential in you as well. Like, you got to be working your hardest if you want to make it, but I don't think he's going to. But he's another one, exactly, to 2020. I'd rather try and sell him, but maybe, train him up a little bit and then try and get that development in him. That's probably the best thing to do with him. So, again, we'll take this guy off the short list. Oh, remember Mishi? I forgot. I'm not forgot about him. We almost just signed Ings instead, so I didn't really forget about him. We just chose to go with Danny Ings. So, De Jong is going to move on. Squad win bonuses. Again, I'm going to actually put this high because that's going to be paid out at the end of the season. And, may not get to that by the time FIFA 18 comes out. We'll have to see. But anyway, guys, we shall see. Because it will just motivate them to do well for the season, Get their morale up. Might as well. See, for example, if you go to the team, you might see a few guys react to that well. Is that like the BPR? Yeah, it reacted well to the collective win bonus. Tom Rogich, who just joined as well, at Sue. So, I thought, might as well. We don't have to worry about that. The money exactly. But right now, I just want to get into the first Premier League game of the season, and we do finish off the friendlies in style. I just want to see the result. We won't take a look. Look at that dominance. But again, it's not too surprising we get that. Isaac Hayden had a good game, but it's more so getting the game time into the lads. For Gale, his fitness, but he's been away. So it's like, what do? He's been away. So, but he's 100% match sharp. So I'm not sure what that means. Like, not sure what his fitness concern. He just needs a rest. Yeah, he's fit. He just needs a rest. He's on 80-something condition. Yeah, just wait till we'll see. It's a week. Normally, they recover from that. I wouldn't be surprised it's 100%. 4 days, he'll come close. We will have to see. But we're getting into the first game of the season now. That will be we'll finish off the episode. Sorensen. I was going to say he looks good for 17, some of his attributes, but it's easy to get excited when all the arrows are going up, or a lot of the arrows are anyway. So we'll just ignore that. Offers made for Colback. Yes. Yeah, we'll give him a loan because we're not going to be playing him. Ooh. What? I'm going to accept both. I thought, loan and a transfer. I'm going to accept both in case one doesn't go through. So just go out either way and we'll be good. Okay, Tony. First team football. They're paying 50% on the playing wage. It's understandable. They're Wickham. They don't want to be playing or paying the unused and just paying when he's playing. I have to think to say that properly in my head. Paying when he's playing. But anyway, yeah, Tony, he's going to go out. He's all right. He's all right for his age. And a little bit of potential, but again, probably a guy you'd end up selling. Take him with the short list. But yeah, 4 days until the next game. Really pumped up, but it's away from home against Everton. It's not going to be an easy one. So Walters, yeah, we'll just leave that. Everton scouting report will work on defensive. I'm going to work on defensive set pieces because I don't know. In my past, in my experience, when I hate conceding a set piece, like a corner, a free kick, but sometimes it can just be a class free kick. But more so, the corners, like, they're so frustrating when you're preparing for the season. And I say that's something I don't work on we are now up until this game, so yeah, we better not concede. Of course, it doesn't rule out the possibility of that for sure, but at least we can say we've been working on that. So he's all right, but yeah, like right now I'm not thinking about making signings. Who's John Hancock? Does he look all right? He's 16 years old, good value. Get a scout report on him just to see what he's rated like. Then Haidara is going to go out. So, yeah, like I said, the available wage budget going over 100 right now. So, yeah, maybe when January comes around, we can take a look at some approach to signs, players that are running out their contract. That's what I would normally do. If we don't get to that, by the time FIFA 18 comes out, keep that in mind. But that's how I would play the save normally. Take a look at that. But it really depends. Sometimes you'd want to spend more of your money available if you need signings, but right now I don't feel we need signings in our squad. Sure, we could have better players, but it's like the squad is full and we'd have to sell more, and you don't want to make too many changes. I think we've made a good balance of signings, players going out, then players coming in. It's like before too much. It's just right. It's just right amount. So I'm really happy with the amount of signings that we did make. So social feed, anything interesting here? News? Not really. Not really too interesting. Arsenal get the league season underway with the 3-0 victory and Icardi scoring on his debut, which is good for him, getting assists. Pretty good debut, so showing he's worth the money. Can he back it up for the rest of the season? We'll have to see, but he probably will. Icardi, he's a good player in Football Manager. I don't think Football Manager takes into account kind of the Arsenal. I don't know how Arsenal are at the minute. I don't know how to explain it. Not like that they're bad, just, yeah, that just doesn't really take into account their, I don't want to say unlucky exactly, but just how they are managed with Arsene Wenger and just everything like that, how it's going. But anyway, guys, we don't have to worry about that. I'll just do a quick pick here. A quick pick. That's of the team, not my nose. But anyway, guys, what we will do now, before we actually select, we'll go into the set piece takers. We'll update that for the season. So the throw-in takers, we'll go cert by long throws. But yeah, Callum Chambers will play right back. Lazar will be left back. Korchia will be right back. Yedlin will be right back as well. So Lazar and then Dummett, who'll be the other left back, and maybe Ben Mee, who'll play there sometimes when, yeah, we might need a rotation. So have those sorted. Because the fullbacks on the left side and right side, just to make those throw-ins. Not really looking for the longest throws. Just do quick ones. But anyway, free kicks now. We'll just take them off. And free kick takers, Mahrez, yeah, he's probably going to be the best candidate. We've got a few on 14, so we'll put Mahrez and then Tom Cairney. If there's a striker with the same, I'd like to put the maybe wingers or midfielders a bit more because the striker could be in position for header in the setup. So Dwight Gale, And yeah, I'll put him the last one there. And maybe Korchia if we need another, but pretty happy with that. And then we'll have the corners. Again, it's the same kind of boat. We'll put Mahrez on the right side, then Richie. But then we'll just put Richie there and Mahrez. And then Tom Kearney. Then we'll put Kearney. Then Rogich. And Shelvey. I think that should be enough there. So, and then penalties. And then we'll have them all that we selected. Okay. And we'll go through them again. See, Mitrovic, it's a tough decision. Because I don't know, I'm going to because Mitrovic may have a good season. That will change it. But off last season, like you wouldn't be confident with him because not having the best season. Then Shelvey, Mahrez, Adam Armstrong, he's got all 14s there. So pretty confident in that. But when he would play, that's the thing. Put Tom Rogich there. Joel Campbell, that's 6. That should be enough anyway. But now we'll go into the team selection. Give you an update of the kind of style we play as well. Play with the mix and retain possession and clear the ball to the flanks. There's a bit of discussion about that in the comments in the first season. But yeah, because obviously you're playing retain possession, you're clear to the flanks, but we want to play down the flanks. That's exactly how we want to play. We can still retain possession with playing wide, I suppose. Even though you could put width, but that's a bit different. We have narrow with that. You'll see anyway. You see how we play. We had some good results last season. So Mitrovic, we do have a big squad. Diame. Okay, I'm just going to see how I'm going to sort this. Danny Ings, is he going to... We'll put him complete forward. So we're still going to work out our new signings, what's going to be best roles, and surely we're going to have to start Mahrez, and he's going to be ahead of Richie. And then let's see the option. We signed Joel Campbell, so we're going to give him the go. And we will actually... it's a tough one. Does he have what we're training him on? Yeah, we're going to put his inside forward, even though it probably doesn't suit him as much as winger because his foot is stronger on his left. But we've been working because we want to play the same. I don't like using inside forwards on one side of the wing and the other wing we use a winger. I like, the same kind of roles, have a match up. It could still work without it because we try and get the fullbacks forward as well. So, because they're on attack. So hopefully that goes well anyway. Lasales ahead of Gustavo Gomez. I'm just trying to make and Korchia ahead of Callum Chambers. It's a tough one. But I want Korchia to do well because we signed him permanently. So Mitrovic, Dwight Gale, who's the backup striker? We need like a backup striker on the bench, I think. See, because then, Chambers, he can be centre back and right back. So we can take Gomez off. Dwight Gale, because Mitrovic, I think, is just going to need to get some game time. 90 minutes. Adam Armstrong. Yeah, there's going to be a few guys that is going to be in that boat. We're just going to... If they're not going to be playing in the first team, they're going to get some game time. But you see the first team selection there. They've got a better sharpness than most others. If you take a look at that, then there's Lazar. Yeah, Dummett will be there. It's big decisions. But... Okay, there's still... We got Rogich. Yeah, he's come in. Actually, he's probably going to be... How about if we change those two? Yeah, a bit better. Okay, I like a look of that. Yeah, with both the Toms. We've got the Toms in central midfielder, playmaking roles, deep line playmaker for Tom Rogich, and then Tom Kearney. I really like those two. And Isaac Hayes, defensive midfield. Okay, how the team's looking all right. Okay, don't forget we did sell Mbemba, and I guess essentially the replacements are Ben Mee, Gustavo Gomez on loan, and Callum Chambers on loan. So we didn't get a big money replacement. The money really went into getting Mahrez, but I think they're good enough replacements, can do a decent job. We're gonna have to see. Let's see how Rajkovic goes for this season. Yeah, just make sure the team is looking all right. Not missing anyone too crucial there. I'm not sure about Atsu. Boy, he's not training well, but it's like we need someone to come on the wing. So we got Richie. I suppose we got Richie Bahing right side, Atsu left side. Diame. No, we'll go with this team. Okay, guys, we're going to head in. Danny Ings is going to be starting. Let's get into it. Squad number. Oh, yeah, Tom Rogich. We'll give to him 25. Just give him that. Sometimes we just have to give the next lowest number. So that's why I say don't take the squad numbers too seriously. And then there's like, unless it's like an obvious one. But, ooh, Everton. 5 at the back at home. Who's Hassan? I don't know. Like, that setup just doesn't impress me. We've got Fernando Torres. Very interesting. Their team looks very interesting. We'll say that for sure. They're playing 3 at the back. Well, 3 centre-backs, and they're not playing a flat 5 at the back at least. That would be disastrous. They're obviously using the wing-backs. Simon Tibling. He's a very good passer. So I've got to remember what I was doing for my opposition instructions. Yeah, central mids we will close down. Because don't forget Schneiderlin as well. Close down. Yeah, I think just close down. And then we'll tight mark the striker, show onto his weaker foot, and same for the attacking mids. Yeah, just trying to remember what will be best for us. But guys, let's get into it. We'll say passionately. And we owe Everton what happened last time. Obviously beat us. So, pretty good team talk there. They're looking motivated. And let's see how we go for this season. Oh, it's been a while since we've actually been in a game. But I'm happy we're into it now. And yeah, bit of interest. It's like I'm not really nervous. Sometimes you get nervous going to the first game of the season. But yeah, it's a bit more intrigue and interest for me just to see what we're gonna do. A draw would be acceptable. Let's say 25 minutes, generally a rule for me. 25 minutes through, we'll go for a bit of a team talk touchline. I'm just going to say encourage. Just encourage them a bit more. Things are going all right. We just need to look for another option. But yeah, if we can play our games like this where we get a point out of it, like it's not a bad result. Obviously at home, we've got to be looking for a goal a bit more. So we'll just say... I don't want to say the same thing twice. Keep going out there. You can still win today. Okay. 1 player gained confidence. So let's see. But yeah, I'm pretty, I wouldn't say impressed because it's not like we did so well. But I guess they are playing 5 at the back. So essentially pretty defensive. I'm wondering about maybe this time in the game they're going to be go for a bit more. We'll just make changes there for Coleman. Yeah, getting in a bit of space. But... I think we're going all right at this point in time. We are definitely. We haven't conceded. That's what I'm always wary of. But yeah, around 60 minutes, this is where we go make some changes. Danny Ings, unfortunately, hasn't done too much. This is where we're going to bring on Dwight Gale. I swear, like some games, I remember Dwight Gale, he came on and did all right, actually. So we go advance forward. We'll see how he goes there. Whew, come on, guys. If we can get a winner, would be absolutely fantastic. And... let's just see, maybe instruction-wise, maybe increase the tempo. Increase the tempo a little bit and we'll take off retained possession and we'll be a bit more direct, making some bold changes here. So hopefully that will be shown, maybe. We're just going to have to see. We'll look for the overlap with the fullbacks as well because they're on attacking, so that's probably going to suit that with both inside forwards. See, sometimes I change that if we're using more wingers, but yeah. Dwight Gale, there's a lot more to come from you, so come on. Let's see what he does. There's a highlight right away, but there wouldn't be a goal from this because it's just, while you're making the changes. Hopefully there won't be a goal from this. Yeah, well done. And it would be a confidence booster for Rajkovic and also a defense and whole team if he keeps a clean sheet, but would love to see some progression. Mahrez, I want to see a bit more from you. I know it's his debut, but we've got a few players on their debuts. See, this is just going to keep going until it just pauses. Kearney, Corchia. Oh, maybe something could come from it. Nah, see, that's what I mean. I know Football Manager. Oh, do we? Okay, the substitution was just made now. See, yeah, I won't mind a point. I won't mind a point away from home here against Everton. It's partially how they're playing as well because they're sitting back defensively. Well, formation-wise, it seems that way. I'm going to take off Joel Campbell. We're going to bring on Jose Perez. That's his next best role, inside forward, but we're just going to... one of his next best roles anyway. We're going to leave it. We don't want to go too attacking. We don't want to be careless here. What are we going to do? Richie? I don't want to take off Mahrez, though. I'm going to bring on Shelvey. I think Rogich, he's done all right. Okay, what if we swap those? They're in the best position. Yeah. I'm going to go Jonjo Shelvey advanced playmaker because more fresh legs. He'll be a bit more, obviously, a bit more advanced and deep lane playmaker. So, hopefully, we can just get a winner. One goal. All it will take to get the victory in this game. Everton's had a few more chances. We've had a little bit more possession, but obviously we tried to retain possession in the first half. But we go team talk assertively and just try and say concentrate right now. We don't want to be conceding a late goal, but that can also help in terms of scoring as well. But I think if you judge by the average rating, also being slightly the better team. So apologies for no goals. Oh no, as soon as I say that, there's going to be a goal. We don't deserve to lose it late here. No, come on. We've defended them for the whole game. I was just on the defensive there, but now we could win it. Maybe Everton feels like they don't deserve to lose. Who knows? Because we haven't had too many chances. We haven't had too many chances. And it is the super sub. He's the man of the moment, Dwight Gale. And I'm going to take that. And again, defensively, of course, you're a bit nervous. I showed that. You get a bit nervous, like, when a team's on the attack, you think the highlight's going to be for them and you're just hoping it's not, and you're going to counter, you're going to win it back perfectly, and we've got it. We've got the 3 points. Just as long as we don't stuff up late here, it's too late to make a change as well, because what happened, yeah, we're already into the highlight. If it is actually a highlight where they're going to score, come on, just as long as we can defend this, yeah. Clearly defended that well. He had a cross, but was nothing to be worried about. And we have managed to sneak a 1-0 victory here at Everton. I would have still been content. I would have been, like I was saying, I would have been content with like a draw, a point, but we end up getting a win. That was really special, lads. Really good. The defensive performance was fantastic. Again, maybe attacking, we will work on some more things attacking-wise, but we did strong defensively. 100%. And even right here says, tell everybody that they did well, and they've shut up a lot of people after that. Hopefully. That's why I love those performances, to shut people up. But yeah, right now we are 5th. And yeah, guys, anyway, this has been a good episode. We still went through a lot of more transfers, that kind of stuff in the build-up. Cold friendlies, but yeah, we got the first game done. Excited for that, but now, yeah, we can get into more games. It might be some more transfer stuff, but I'm pretty happy with how our squad is. It's going to be enough, I think, to have a competitive season. And yeah, let me know your thoughts of this upcoming season. And as I said, drop a like on the video if you want me to see, or if you want to see me do this every single day. I'll upload a video every day because, yeah, I'm enjoying this, because you can get that in Football Manager saves. I'm sure it can be relatable for you guys. You can suddenly get really into a save, and that's how I'm feeling right now. That's perfect for me before FIFA 18. Of course, again, I'm not really caring about the views because you know they're going to go back up when FIFA 18 comes out. So yeah, that's going to be all good. So I'll leave it there for now, and I'll see you guys next time.